Hello everybody. Today I'll try to beat Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor without using any demons. This playthrough will be done in New Game Plus for two big reasons. 1. Access to all of the skills from the start. This is a good thing for us because some skills are very powerful and having access to them from the start of the game will make it easier and will also drastically speed up the grinding process. The second reason, and the most important one, is that in New Game Plus there is no level cap. In the regular New Game, there are many level caps, hard level caps, for most of the bosses or story fights. The build that I will go for is mostly a class canon one with magic and rely on killing all the enemies before they kill me. In the tutorial here, I am unsure if to give all of the XP to my character or to split it up. In the end, I decide to give it all to myself so that I can grind easier in the free battles later. There's not much else to say about the tutorial. You don't have any skills yet, so you just have to attack the demons over and over again. I'm pretty sure that to lose the tutorial you will have to intentionally guard all the time to let the demons kill you. It's a tutorial, so they're not gonna make it very hard, but the rest of the game usually is kinda tough. Some people say that it is the hardest Shin Megami Tensei game, but I disagree. There's this Wendigo on the cemetery who wants to murder us for some reason, and he is very strong. He is very high level. He's kind of a boss, but not really. Thankfully, Amane is here to save us. We can use her to kill off the Wendigo, and we just have to deal with the weaker, smaller demons. And it's not a very hard mission, except for the fact that for us we are still at base stats pretty much. So those fights with the demons are kind of problematic. They do a lot of damage to us. We don't do a whole lot of damage to them, but we managed to clear it out, and that's it. Second mission, ambushed by some demons. Not nothing special. Only I kinda underestimate the mission and I end up using all of my mana on my main character, and he gets taken out by this demon, this wire demon. And thankfully, there's Yuzu, who is still alive and still has mana and can take out the demon in a couple of turns to save ourselves from defeat. And that's that. Next mission is a vengeance against the Wendigo. You have to take him out. He's still pretty strong, he's high level, and he can be a problem. Thankfully, he's weak to fire, so you can just take him out with some fire spells. And the rest of the demons are not that big of a deal. Now they're starting to get weaker, we're starting to overlevel them. And in a couple of turns, I take out the Wendigo, and now there's only the rest of the demons to clear, but that's not a problem. Next mission is save Haru from some demons. She is unable to defend herself, so you just have to reach her before she gets killed by the demons. Thankfully, that does not happen, and we can clear the mission. Next mission introduces the comps, which are the assets that can spawn demons, and that's something that will happen over and over again in the game. Here, this mission is usually kind of annoying because the gargoyles have comps and then some other demons, but not too bad. In this mission, we have to save Honda and Kaido, but they are pretty strong, so they can save themselves almost. Next mission, we have to save civilians, and this is the kind of mission that I'm worried about in this playthrough because civilians are weak, they can't defend themselves, they can't heal themselves. We failed the mission once, but we cleared the second time. Now we start with the Keisuke Midori plotline of this game, which is kind of annoying. The first time I played through the game was pretty cute, cool, whatnot. But now that I edited the video, there are a lot of fights with Midori that you have to save her, save civilians, save whatnot. You'll see. This mission is not too bad, just kill the demons and you're done. This is an optional mission. For some reason, I decided to do it. You have to take out this random demon. It's not that bad. You just take out the clone, then take him out. It's pretty easy. Even if I failed it, I could have just skipped it, and that's it. Usually, you get him as a fusion if you defeat him, but I already have him, so nothing important happened. Now, here I just wanted to show that I reached 40 magic, so now I'm pretty strong. Now it's save Haru again from some more demons, yay. Anyway, it's more of the same, just reach her and take out the demons, pretty easy. To be honest, she's far away from the demons, so you have time to reach all of the demons and take her out. Now we start with the Midori missions, where she wants to save people, but she's pretty weak, so she needs saving too. You just need to take out all of the demons. They're not that bad, they're just pretty annoying. Anyway, once you do that, Beldr spawns. He is one of the Bell bosses, which are the main bosses of the game. He is invincible, he cannot be killed with magic, with physical attacks, with nothing. Unfortunately, Midori doesn't know that, so she goes in for the attack and she realizes that she can't do anything, and now we need to leave. The boss summons some more minions to stop us, but they're pretty weak compared to us, so we just take them out in a couple of turns without many issues. And after that, we will just have to run away and fight him another day with another. We have to fight him another day. Now that we are done with that, there's more Midori stuff, and that's why I say that is annoying. You'll see there are a couple more Midori fights, and that's more of the same. Just Midori wants to help some civilian, but she's weak, so we need to save her too. Unfortunately, this time she is quite far away from us, so she is gonna have to save herself for a little while, at least until we can manage to reach her. And this gets kinda close. There are a lot of demons around her, attacking her. Thankfully, she has a healing spell, Medea, so she stalls them out a little bit more. Meanwhile, I reach her and take out the demons around. And not much to say, just thankfully nobody dies. In this game, I'll go for the glass cannon, as I said, with Victory Cry, Null Mystic, and another passive depending on what I need at that moment. And just Mardione, Maradione, that kind of moves to just take out everybody. And later in the game, I use Holy Dance or maybe some other dances for specific bosses and strong enemies. In my opinion, magic is better than physical because you have more spells that you can use, and the enemies usually are weak to at least one magic type, while very few enemies are weak to physical. And even if they are resistant or reflectant, you can use another kind of magic and save yourself. While with the physical one, you would have to use the Pierce passive skill to get through the enemy resistances. So you have to use one of your passive skills for something that you can do with magic without having to. Anyway, mission done, and now it's one of the missions that are a bit annoying for some other reasons. You have to take out more demons than Kaido, but he starts first and we fail it the first time. The second time I play a bit better and we can win. And he summoned Pazodu randomly because he's mad, I guess. Whatever. With that done, we can move on to the next mission, which is getting the Devil Fuge, the thing, the item that we need to take out Beldr. We need to make sure that those demon tamers don't get killed by the demons, but we also have to take them out ourselves. Not a difficult mission, just a bit long. Once we're done, they're gonna give us the Devil Fuge, and we can go on our way. And with this, we can finally face Beldr and stand a fighting chance. I'm kind of worried because Devil Fuge is a physical attack. So since I'm a mage, I expect to not do a whole lot of damage to Beldr with my physical attacks. So I imagine this boss fight is gonna be quite hard. He's also surrounded by cats and other demons, but they are not exactly a problem. We can take them out easily. The only problem is those basilisk. They can petrify and then one-shot you, but thankfully that must not happen. We fight Beldr and we kinda destroy him with the Devil Fuge. I guess it scales with your level, and since I am way over leveled, he just dies immediately. Anyway, more Midori stuff. Yay. She is getting attacked by some mobsters, I think from the Yakuza. I think they actually name it. And we need to make sure that there are no casualties. So we need to go easy on the civilians. If you kill one of the civilians, you lose the mission. So what I do is attack one of the civilians, but I don't attack them. I just guard for both turns. And after that, they are, oh no, help me, I just want to run away, blah blah blah. So they start running away toward the exit in the top left. At this point, you don't have to do much, but I suggest moving one of you here towards the exit and the other towards where you came from, because Keisuke spawns and he spawns Yama, which is a pretty strong demon, and you need to take them out and have the civilians escape without dying. Here I thought that I could take out Keisuke and the Yama without using my hero, by using only Yuzu, but I was wrong. Yama is stronger than I thought, and he ends up killing Yuzu. So I'm in a bit of trouble because at this point Keisuke can attack the civilians and take them out. He also summons those two demons, and that's why I say that you should move one of your heroes this direction, so you can take out the demons, and the demons don't kill the civilians, otherwise you lose. Anyway, Atsu at this point is cannon fodder. He's just here to soak up enemy turns and stall them out. I don't feel like grinding him for leveling him up. That will take forever, and I don't think he will be that good. Anyway, I finally managed to kill the last demon, so now I can focus on Keisuke with my main hero. I attack him, and he's pretty weak compared to me, so I can just kill him with one spell, as you'll see. Thankfully, nobody died, and we can move on to the next mission. Midori is a bit mad, scared, and doesn't want to be here anymore. You can recruit her after this by one of the events in the game. She is okay, I guess. I not gonna do much with that though. Next mission is some demon tamers picking on a civilian, and as usual, you have to make sure that the civilian does not die, and you have to take out all the demon tamers. After you take out a few of them, you will have one or two of them try to flee, but you can take them out, and that's the end of the mission. Pretty easy, nothing important. Next mission, Kaido and Honda, for whatever reason, want to murder some civilians, but we take them out, and that's the end of the mission. Pretty easy, just rush it a bit so they don't kill the civilians. This mission is a bit annoying. Mari needs to leave this area without killing the vampire demon, so she has to go all the way around. A bit long, but not too bad. You can take out the two schools that are in Kudak team, so he does not bind the people. And once she flees, you can flee too, and that's the end of the game, the mission. Pretty easy. She reveals that she's possessed by a demon, but not very important. Next mission is more of the same, really. Some corrupt policemen are attacking civilians. They want to kill them for whatever reason, so you have to save them. Take out the policeman. It's not that bad. I failed once because the girl in green dies, but I do it again, and yeah, I win. No big deal. Now, this mission kind of confuses me. There are some soldiers who say that we are too strong, they can't let us leave or whatever. But if we are too strong, why are you attacking us? We're gonna destroy you. And yeah, we do. We take them all out. They are not very strong. Easy. Easy mission for once. Next mission is gonna be a bit of a problem. I started recording it halfway through and I lost it quite a few times because Kudak needs to be killed by Mari, but he always flees, and I am too strong to deal some damage to him without killing him. So I have to use Judgment. Thankfully, I have Judgment and I can halve his HP every time I use it. And even more, thankfully, I can attack twice, two times. So he is left with 32 HP after one turn, which is incredible. And Mari just proceeds to kill him. And after this is just clear the rest of the demons, and she's safe. Yay. Thank God I had Judgment. If you do this in a regular new game, I'm not sure how you will do that mission without Judgment. Anyway, here Kaido and Patozu kill Yama and Kisuke, even though Patozu is weaker than Yama, so okay, whatever. Anyway, this is a problem because many endings rely on Kisuke being alive to do them, so I kinda just failed a lot of endings here. I didn't realize though till much later on, and well, you see. Anyway, we attack Pazzozu. He is pretty tanky, but not too much so we can take him out. After that, Kaido decided to attack Yozu, but he is not that strong, so we can take him out in a couple of attacks. Yuzu is pretty strong at this point. I've been running her almost as much as me, so she can pull her own weight. And after this, everybody is sad because Keisuke died, but whatever. Next mission is pretty cool. You have these demons attacking you, and so far nothing special, right? But halfway through, those guys pop up, and they try to summon a demon from a comp, but they don't know that they have to make a contract with them, and so they have to kill the demon, and that can be a problem. But thankfully, they're pretty strong. They're 2v1 too, so they can take out the demon on their own after a while. But if many demons, like those mob guys, go in there and fight them, they can lose, and that will fail you the mission. So you need to make sure that not too many Mothmen reach them. You have to take them out yourselves before that. It's not that difficult of a mission. The two soldier guys are pretty strong on their own, so they're not gonna die immediately. You have to make sure that you pick up the comps if they are around, so that no more demons spawn. And after a while of fighting, you'll just see them kill the crow on their own, which is pretty good because they are far away from you, so you can't really reach them easily. And once you clear all of the demons in the mission, you can just proceed. You don't need to pick up the comps. If there are no demons in the map, the game just ends. It, it's a convenient thing. I used it at the start in where the comps were introduced, even though I didn't talk much about it because it's not very important. Anyway, here finally they kill the crow and they're safe. I proceed to attack the moth with Yuzu and take him out in a couple of attacks because they have endure and he's super annoying, but whatever, end of the mission. Next mission is a stupid one, in my opinion. There's this guy attacking two civilians, and everybody's getting attacked by demons. You need to take everybody out, but once you take out the demon tamer, he just rushes into the demon's hands, so you have to make sure that he does not die. Next mission is pretty cool. Your cousin, Noya, wants to test out how strong you are, so he just summons a bunch of demons and tells you to kill them as fast as you can. It's not very difficult mission. I'm not sure what the requirements are. I think you can take it pretty easily and just win it. There's not that much of a rush. Without demons, I managed to do 6 demons in 3 turns, which is pretty good in my opinion. You kill the last demon and he just starts exposition dumping on you, which is good because there's not much story up until this point. Main story, I mean. He just tells you about the throne of Beldr and whatnot. You have to take it, so you control the demons, but to take it, you have to kill all of the Bell bosses. Anyway, next mission, some soldiers. They have comps who they want to take back to HQ or something. I'm not sure. Usually, one of the cops manages to escape to the left, but thankfully this time they prefer to attack me instead of leaving. I think that's because they see that I don't have any demons, so they think that I am easy to take out and prefer to fight me instead of running away, which is good for me, not for them, because I'm very strong even without demons. Here I also forget to give Yuzu some spells, but doesn't really matter. I still managed to take him out. The leader uses the comps to summon more demons to distract us and whatnot, and it's more annoyance than anything else. It's the demons that come out are pretty easy. They are not a problem. The problem in those missions is make sure that nobody leaves, so you don't fail the mission. Once we take out the soldiers, we are just left with the demons, and that's not gonna be a problem. I was saying earlier that I locked myself out of some endings. At this point, I didn't know it, but I'll soon realize it. And I will have to do the Yuzu ending, which is an ending, so that counts, even though, in my opinion, is the easiest one. But whatever, we'll do that. You'll see. Once all of the demons are dead and or you pick up the comps, you just finish the mission and that's the end of the game. Those Abaddons are annoying because they can attack from range and you can fight back, and you'll see quite a few of those, or other dragon monsters. This mission, there's Jack Frost, who evolved into Black Frost, and you should save him, and he will join you, but he's too weak and he just dies over and over and over again. I failed the mission a lot, and I just gave up on it. It's optional, you don't need to do it, and to be honest, I did not want to grind for Black Frost anyway. This mission, there are some demon tamers against demon tamers. You just need to take everybody out. Not much to say here, just fight, fight, fight. Be careful about the ranged guys, and that's about it. Not a difficult mission. Mission complete, and we can move on to the next mission, which is quite interesting. There's Jin, who is mad at this guy. I think because they did something to Haru, but I'm not sure. You need to make sure that Jin does not die and that everybody else does die. This mission is usually hard because Jin is not that strong compared to everybody else, and he sometimes dies by fighting everybody, and they're gonna rush him, so it's you have to rush him too, so you can save him. It's not that difficult though this time around. Not sure why. It just does a lot of damage. He can take people out on his own. So I can just move in with all of my guys, even though half of them are useless. And yeah, Jin can survive. We can just fight the demons and the demon tamers. We can just fight the cultists and take care of them. Jin, meanwhile, is taking care of the boss guy, which is pretty cool. I don't think I have ever saw Jin do so much damage and be so strong in this mission, but okay. Anyway, there's a lot of endings in this game, and many of them are more or less the same. Just the story changes, but the fights are more or less the same. A few differences. But the Yuzu is quite different. Is ends much earlier. You don't have to fight. I think 3 or 4 Bell bosses, which are the hardest boss in the game. So that's why, in my opinion, the Yuzu ending is the easiest one of them. Anyway, here Jin takes out Azuma, and that's the end of the mission. Pretty easy. Did not fail it. Pretty happy with it. Nothing more to say. Once we are done with this mission, the next mission is quite interesting because I thought. So, first thing first, in this mission, there are demons and angels fighting them among themselves, and there are some humans who want to leave but are not sure if they can do it with those guys fighting you. You can side with one side, the other side, or take both of them out. I chose both of them because it's the most fun one. Halfway through the mission, when some demons and or angels are dead, the humans, Honda and the other civilian, are gonna try to run away. You can join them and run away yourself after you kill all of the demons and angels, or you can try to stop them. I thought that running away with them was an ending. The wiki said so too, but the game disagrees. Yeah, sure, it plays a cutscene where stuff happens, but after that it just says mission failed, reload the save. So yeah, that's not a save in my books. Unfortunately, I have to do this mission like 5 times because the first time I do it as I said, I flee, but that doesn't count. The second time and third time, my save files get messed up, so I have to redo the mission. And the fourth time, I lose because Honda manages to escape. And the fifth time is this one, which I finally managed to take out everybody effectively. And with that, we can proceed with the game. And after this mission, I will realize that I'm stuck with the Yuzu ending. And I was not sure what to do about it. I could go for the Yuzu ending and be done. I could restart the game. Unfortunately, you need the Keisuke to be alive to go for other interesting endings, and I did not have any save files from before he died to somewhere where I could save him. So if I wanted a different ending, I would have to restart the full game, which is quite a lot to do, and it takes a while to get back here. But you will see what I will do. Anyway, we can proceed to take out the civilians and Honda, so there's no risk of me failing the mission at this point. It's just clear out some demons, and Yuzu and myself are more than strong enough to take them out. It's not really a problem at this point. We can take them out with AoE moves and be done. Midori and the other team member just always die because, as I said earlier, they are common for them. They just are there to draw one draw, to waste enemies' attacks, just be a nuisance to them, while me and Yuzu take them out. Once the mission is complete, as I was saying, you see there's only the Yuzu ending, which is annoying. Here I was debating on what to do. I decided to do it, and here's the first fight in the Yuzu ending, which is the Loki fight. He is a pretty strong demon. I underestimated him, and that's why I went in with only myself. There are a bunch of other demons which are pretty weak, and Loki also summons 4 clones, well, 3 clones plus himself. The clones are pretty weak, but he is still quite strong. The clones go down in one turn, so it's not really a problem. We can take them out without any issues. There are some reinforcements from random demon, but it's not that big of a deal. We can take out all of them and just be left with the main Loki. Here, I thought it would be an easy fight, but he has the Adarama, which is a skill that restores all of his HP. So I was worried that he will just spam that and I will run out of MP. Thankfully, I get a second turn immediately and finish him off. So that's the first fight in the U2 ending done. The second and last fight, actually, is this one. It's quite a long one. There's a lot of stuff to do. You have to take out those 2 angels who are trying to stop you from leaving the city. And there's also a bunch of other angel mobs stuff. The 2 main angels guys, they are not that strong. They're kind of tanky, but they're not big deal. The problem is Amane and the red-haired chick, which come in to try to stop you because they sided with the angels and they don't want you to leave the city. I thought that they would not be that big of a deal, but it turned out I was wrong. The red-haired chick is quite strong and has a demon that can make her attack at range, so that's annoying. And Amane is always resurrecting the angels, the kill, so that's also very annoying. She just sits back and resurrects the demon every turn, which is annoying. The 2 main angels go down, that's not a big problem, so I can focus on the 2 human guys. She attacks me. Here, the demon on the right is the one that allows her to attack from range. He's quite ugly. Meanwhile, Mane just keep resurrecting. She attacks Yuzu and manages to take her out. And at this point, I was kind of scared because I am 1v like 2, but also 5. Thankfully, I can take out the Arioch, so this girl can only attack me from melee next turn, and I can fight back, and that's the end of her. So sure, she endures, but whatever, she goes down. And after a while of fighting angels that Amane keeps resurrecting, I'll finally reach her and take her out to finish the mission. This ending is not a very happy ending, as you'll see, for two reasons. One for story reason, one for me reason. I really wanted to see if I could take out the final bosses. I thought at the start that they would be extremely hard, and then there was a good chance that I would not be able to kill them. But after this playthrough was pretty easy, except for a couple of spots, I thought that there was a pretty good chance that I could take out the final bosses. So I decided to restart the game. This time I would use the demos just to speed up the process up until the point where I was earlier, where you had to choose the endings pretty much. And so I did that. I restarted the game and I just steamrolled through everything. Kinda. I actually lost maybe more times because I don't know. I guess I was overconfident. Up until there was where I one fight that I couldn't do earlier because I didn't do something with Haru. So I saved Keisuke, I saved Haru, so I can do this next fight. And this time I'm gonna go for one of the actual endings. I'm gonna go for the Amane ending because there are more mages in the Amane endings that you can use. But that will not matter much. Anyway, here we have the mission that I couldn't do earlier, and it was important for the story. It's another Bell boss who captured Haru and wants to kill her. Maybe he just wait for us. I think it's the latter. Anyway, he is weak to ice, so we just get ice dance and ice amp, and you'll see what happens. I forgot to unequip the demos for the other teams, but it doesn't matter at all because they literally don't get to do anything. I just steamroll everything with myself. And the small demons, as usual, are not a problem. You can just one-shot the whole team with one spell, and we can keep leveling up. I'm at this point. I think I'm slightly under level compared to what I was earlier, but I'll grind some more later. He immediately gets exploded by accidents, and that's the end of the mission. That was kinda underwhelming, to be honest. And that's a trend that will continue to happen. Anyway, here there are two more endings, the Amane and the Naoya ending. I go for the Amane ending, as I said, because more mages, but it doesn't matter because I don't end up using them. I use myself and Yuzu, which, okay, uh, that's fine. Save your progress, and that's the end of day 6, and now it's the last day. You have to defeat one of the Bell bosses who is inside Amane. So Amane has her consciousness, Ramiel consciousness, and this demon, which, okay, that's a lot for one person. Anyway, this demon is pretty cool looking, to be honest, compared to many other demons. He is usually a tough boss fight because there's lava, which deals a lot of damage to you, and he has a lot of range, so he can attack you without you being able to fight back. And there are two phases to this boss. The first one is this one, which is usually the worst one because of the fire. Thankfully, I am very strong and I can take him out with a couple of force dances. Now it's phase 2, and it has been a while since I did it. And he summons a bunch of evil clones of Amane, and I thought that you had to take out all of the clones for the boss to be able to be damaged and killed again. But it turned out that I was wrong. You don't need to kill all of the clones. You can just rush the boss, and since he has low HP, kill him almost immediately. I guess they did not expect you to do so much damage, so this phase was supposed to happen when he was half HP or something, so you couldn't just kill the boss immediately, and the clones were a bit more of a problem. Here I do a little bit of a loopsy, and I attack a Cerberus with fire move, so I take a lot of damage. At this point, I'm just trying to protect Amane from the clones, because if the clones kill Amane, that's game over, reload the save. And I'm still pretty sure about killing the clones, even though one extra just spawned, because I thought, oh, sure, that's just the game telling you, you thought that was 4 clones, but actually it's 5, ha ha ha. But yeah, no, I was wrong. I take out this clone, kinda. I'm somehow fail to do it, and I try doing it with Dolly, but I fail. She is very underleveled, and Holidays does no damage. Somehow she does not die though. Okay, whatever. Finish off the clone with myself, and at this point, when I see the second clone spawn up, I think, yeah, okay, it's probably not required to kill all the clones. So I move here to kill this clone, just in case it gets too close to Amane. I don't want to fail the mission at this point. And after taking care of the clone, another one spawns, so now I'm sure that you don't need to kill all the clones. And I approach the boss. I stay a bit far away so he doesn't attack me from range, and I proceed to kill him immediately. That's the end of the mission. Amane is saved, and we have another bell piece in ourselves, which is good, even though there's no progression of your power with the more bell pieces that you get. Here we have to take out 4 divas, but you'll see that that's wrong. Anyway, the first guy is quite strong. I was overconfident and I went in with only myself, thinking, oh, whatever, I just one dude, I'll just win, no problem. But those dolls, 2 teams of them have the Gulebre Dragon, which are ranged and they proceed to do a lot of damage. But most importantly, that doll gives me the decay, cursed, whatever status, and that makes it so that my victory cry ability does nothing. So now I am on a timer because I don't regen mana, so my use skills are limited, and I also don't regen HP, so all of the damage that I take is permanent. And the boss is quite tanky. So now I'm a bit panicking because he can attack me twice and then the doll attacks me. So I end up with quite low HP. Thankfully, there are some reinforcements. I know, weird to say thankfully. But no, I proceed to kill the Culebre thing, and the reinforcements, as usual, they're not very strong. I think you can take them out pretty easily. Then the boss attacks me, and he dies. And that's the end of the first Diva mission. Second Diva mission is harder and easier at the same time because there's not only one diva, but there are 2 divas, but each one of them is quite weak compared to the one that we just killed, because they have a weakness to one of the elements. So I just equip a spell of that element and I can take them out easily. They also have the Culebre Dragon, which I did not realize yet, and it makes it so they can attack me from range twice, because those divas have an ability they can attack twice per turn. Usually it's not that important because you're gonna most likely kill a team with one attack, so the second one is kind of a waste unless you're close in melee with more than one team. But if you add the range to it, you can attack much more enemies, many more enemies. Anyway, the ads are as usual, not really a problem, just annoying. The Culebra Dragons still annoying, attack me from range. Here I'm not sure if to attack the boss and finish the mission that way, or if I want to kill all of the demons and then kill the boss. I go for the second option because it's annoying to have to deal with the ranged dragons. And here I realized that the boss has a range, and that's annoying. He attacks me twice, but thankfully does not do much damage. And I proceed to take out the last minion, and the boss attacks me again, twice, from range. Then it's my turn, and I destroy him. Easy peasy, no problem. So that's the diva's gone. Yeah, we did not fight the fourth diva. Not sure why. I still don't know. But okay, whatever. Now it's boss rush time, kinda. All of the next missions are gonna be against bosses. The first one is gonna be against Beelzebub, which is a gross demon. Very, very gross. As you can see. He has infinite range, so he can attack you wherever you are in the map. And also, he inflicts you with a debuff that's called eggs. And after 1 or 2 turns, the egg pop and do a lot of damage to you. And also, they spawn another demon. Thankfully, the eggs don't work if he kills a team. He straight up kills them. The team has to survive for the eggs to have effect. And as you can see, my other teams are weak and they get destroyed, so no eggs for him. Yuzu, this time around, I didn't grind her, so she immediately dies. That's fine too, for now. I managed to get in and attack him and use Holy Dance and blow him up. Easy. No big deal. And that's another bell piece. So a few more to go. Next mission is a problem. For the next mission, you need to have 2 heroes that are decent level because you need to do a thing. And the first time I went in, I did not think that you needed to. I thought you could just do it with one hero, but I was wrong. And so I had to grind the Yuzu a bit. You'll see her level like skyrocket. Here I just wanted to show that I reached the max level with myself, level 99, and that's my stats. Anyway, in this mission, there's a father who is the leader of the cult, and I think actually the father of Amane, maybe. They have the same hair, so maybe. And he becomes a demon because reasons. Anyway, he is also a Bell demon, so we have to take him out, get his piece, and blah blah. The cultists lower the bridges, so we can't reach him, and that's a problem. You need to go to the purple spots and activate the machinery, so you can raise the bridges and reach the boss. I thought you could do it with only one person, just do it one at a time, but I was wrong. And you need to do it at the same time. So you need one hero on the purple spot and another hero on the second purple spot and activate the machinery. Anyway, I did not know this because I usually just use a demon that has a range and attack the boss from here, from where I stand right now. You can attack if you have 3 range. You can attack the boss from here, kill him, and finish the mission. You don't have to kill everybody else or nothing like that. So I usually don't even bother with the lift thing bridge. This time I have to, because I can't use demons, so I can't attack at range. And this is the mission that I thought would be the hardest one, and it kinda is, ignoring the Kudu one, because the boss in this one also has infinite range, so he just attacks you all the time while you're trying to reach him. I finally managed to raise the bridges and I can move my hero towards him. Yuzu gets attacked here. Thankfully, she's pretty strong, so she can take out the ads without any big deal. The boss is doing quite a lot of damage to me, so I think I could move Midori up, so maybe the boss can attack her and not attack me for one turn, but that does not happen. The boss ignores Midori, maybe because she's too weak, or maybe I just got unlucky. She attacks Yuzu quite a bit though, so that's good for me. In the meantime, this cultist attacks me, and I think, oh, good, I don't have to walk towards him. But he drops a comp and immediately summons a demon, which is not good for me. Yuzu keeps getting attacked. She's starting to get a bit low on mana and HP, but that doesn't matter. She did her job. We raised the bridges, so now she can die if she wants to. I proceed to take out all of the demons that are in the way. And I finally, after a while, because there are more demons who are gonna show up, after a while I can finally reach the boss, which is an amalgamation of different creatures. That's kind of gross too. And I can fight it. I did not know if the boss was strong or if it was weak. Uh, uh, Turns out that he is not that strong, and I can just take him out with a couple of holy dances, as you'll see. I move Midori to the bridge area just in case I need to use it again for whatever reason. But yeah, no, I don't need to. I can just clear out these mobs, and then I can finally attack the boss. And as I was saying, a couple of holy dances after just one, and he dies pretty easy once you reach him. Now, only two missions left, one of which is pretty easy, and it's the next one. Naoya, our cousin, is back. He's not happy that we went with the Served God ending. He wants to take us out so he can get the power of Bell and he can do whatever he wants with it. Unfortunately for him, I'm extremely strong in a straight up fight, so he stands no chance. Also, Loki shows up in this mission for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But he is kinda weak. Maybe he's easier than the time that I fought him in the Yuzu ending. And Yuzu can single handedly take care of him, while I slowly but surely make my way to Naoya, killing all of the demons that are in my way. The Loki summons his clones again, but they are easy as last time. So we can just take them out with Yuzu one by one and be done with them. I pick up the comps, thinking, oh yeah, I can make so no more demon spawns, but no, now yeah, just throws two more of them out, and so we are back to square one, square zero. Anyway, we can finish off Naoya here. He is not very strong. And a way to take out the ads, and then a holy dance to take out him. Pretty easy fight. And now there's only the Loki left, which I think the actual Loki left, and there's just the clones because this one goes down pretty easily too. So easy. End of the mission. And now we are finally in the last mission of the game, fighting the final boss, which is usually very hard. The hardest fight in the game, excluding some of the New Game Plus optional bosses like Lucifer. But I get kind of overconfident. I only use two persons, me and Yuzu, because everybody else is very low level and I don't want to grind for them. I make my way to the boss, which is this phase, with myself, and I take him out immediately with a holy dance. That was kind of underwhelming, to be honest. Phase 1 done. Phase 2 starts, and the boss now summons all of the Bell bosses that we fought throughout the game, and they all have their powers, they all have their abilities, strengths, and weaknesses. And so Beldr here can only be killed by me with the Devil's Fusion. So I send Yuzu to deal with the Fire Guy, and I gonna take care of Beldr. Here, while he is weak to ice, I prefer to use electricity because that's a dance and does more damage overall. Beldr gets immediately blown up because I guess he's way too low level for me. Meanwhile, Yuzu keeps attacking Belial with electricity dances, does good damage, but unfortunately does not take him out this turn, so I have to spend one more turn. At this point, I thought that the next boss would spawn in that circle over there, but I was wrong, and it's actually gonna spawn here. But that's not a big deal since I get two moves with my main hero and I can engage the boss immediately. I can take him out immediately also with a couple of holy dances, and that's it. Now, next boss, Beelzebub. Here he is again. And you'll see the egg mechanic now because Yuzu can't take him out in one turn, and he infects her with eggs because she's green, but we are not gonna have them spawn because we killed the boss too fast. And now there's this guy again, which we just fought 5 minutes ago, but okay. He goes down to Holy Dance as before, immediately. And now we are in phase 3 and the last phase of the boss. He opens up and he is very tanky, does very good damage. He is also weak to electricity though, so Yuzu can do some good damage with electric dance, and I can do some good damage with holy dance. As you can see, he's very tanky. He takes quite a few hits to take down, and he does some damage to me, not too much, not too worried. And he attacks me, and I can finally finish him off, and that's the game. That's all of the bosses in this game without the new game plus ones, but I'm pretty sure you can't do those. Took me a whole team to kill Lucifer, and even then it was very hard, so not gonna do it with only the humans. But this is the Amane ending. You rally the demons against someone, I guess. I don't know, maybe sent back to hell. I'm not sure. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. I am currently recording the gameplay for the second game, Shin Megami Tensei Survivor 2, with the same premise without using any demons. If you don't mind, like the video, subscribe, share the video, do all those YouTube stuff. If you have any ideas of other challenges for this game or for other games, feel free to write them down on the comments. I'll read them all since I'm pretty new. I can do that. And thank you for watching. See you next time.